Hi everyone, Fast Track Mason here with the Fast Track Software. Good morning to all of you. It is already Thursday, April 2nd. Hard to believe we're already in April already. It's amazing how much time flies by fast. Anyway, welcome to Fast Track Morning Weather. It is Thursday, like I said, and I hope you guys are already off to a great start this morning. So well, I'll get my tablet up here. We take a look as we go ahead and take a look at Fast Track HD Doppler radar. You can see as we scan the skies, we are clear across the area this morning. Besides fog, unfortunately, we are dealing with that this morning. But aside from that, we are not dealing with any rain at all, and that is really good. As we look here at the radar, you see there as we look from the Wilmington radar, we are clear across the area, and that's actually good news. Our Wilmington radar is back online. The National Weather Service radar in Wilmington is back online, so that's some great news. However, even though we are clear today, that doesn't mean that we won't see storms anytime soon, okay? I'll show you why here on the regional radar. And you can see here that there's a lot of weather going on around us, though. You can see a band of rain, and I'll actually go ahead and put this in motion. You can see a band of rain stretching from parts of Iowa and southern Minnesota all the way back down into Texas, and there's some embedded stronger storms within the southern part of this line, especially down here. I've been tracking a couple of these cells this morning before I came on air. So we got this line of showers and thunderstorms stretching from Iowa and all the way back down into Texas, and we got a band of mixing and snow going on across parts of Wisconsin and all the way back into the Dakotas. That's got ice storm warnings going on up there. So they're going to be dealing with slippery conditions. And also look at this right here. I don't know if you can tell, but the green polygon right there, that is a flash flood warning in parts of central Missouri. And so, just like what we normally deal with here in Miami Valley, they're doing flash flooding potentials down there. Anyway, and I'll go ahead and I want to actually take you down closer into Texas, which is actually where I have family that lives. So good morning to all my Texans down there that watch me. So anyway, I want to take you in closer, and I want to actually show you a couple of these cells that I've been tracking, particularly this one. I know it's way outside my viewing area, I know it, but I want to show you it though. So this cell right here, I have been tracking a lot of the morning, really. That's right around Leano, okay? And so this one has actually been very strong, really. It's actually produced some hail. I'll actually go ahead and put my hail tracker on it. And you can see here the hail tracker. Again, the hail tracker is what shows the path of the hail, okay? So you can see here, back when it was back here, there were some indications of hail going on. So this storm did produce some hail. And also, another thing I want to show you guys is the ecotops, okay? And it's impressive, really, that these storms down here are not all that tall. And this is a new product. I got a couple of new products that I'm learning to use. So this is one of them. This is called ecotops. So this basically shows how tall the thunderstorms are. Same as if I were to do like a split through each storm to show you how high they are. This is like that, only except it doesn't show the tops of the thunderstorms. Instead, it just indicates how tall they are. Okay, so this is the tallest one right here, and this one is actually sitting around that 35,000 feet mark. Okay, so look at the scale right here. This is the new scale, and I know it says 350, but that's actually 35,000 feet in the atmosphere. Okay, and we'll take a sample of it to see if it is 35,000. I know it is, but we'll take a look at it anyway. Easy there, around 35,000 feet is where we're looking at in the atmosphere with this thunderstorm. So that's pretty impressive. And also, take a look at this. We'll look at a couple more products. I love looking at all these new products that I have, okay? This one is a brand new product that I am learning to use, and this is what's called the virtual integrated liquid density, or as I call it, the hail intensity tracker. And what this shows, the hail core tracker that I have. That's its real name is called virtual integrated liquid. Okay, that shows where the hail core is. This product, however, shows the intensity of the hail. Okay. So the hail tracker, how the hail detector shows you where the storm is producing hail, and the hail tracker shows you the path of the hail. The hail core tracker shows you the hail core that's developing. This indicates the intensity of the hail, like how strong the hail part of the storm is getting. Okay, so right here, we're dealing with no to perhaps some small hail. Okay, that's what all these blues indicate. Now, the colors on this scale, if we were seeing the colors get up to like around this white, that'd be more likely, that would be indicating severe hail right there, meaning that we were dealing with big hail. And another product I want to show is a product that I don't really show too often, but I'll show it in this particular case, okay? To show off the new side of Fast Track HD Doppler radar. So, this right here, this is another new product. This is called differential reflectivity. It's basically like the regular reflectivity that you guys are used to, but this helps distinguish what's in the storm and where it... So it basically helps distinguish which parts of the thunderstorm are actually meteorological items, and which part of the storm is either clutter or debris. Same as if we were looking at correlation coefficient. So, like I said, this is a little bit more different than correlation coefficient. This is actually a different reflectivity. So, when you see some of these reds and yellows in here, anything that's past this white and black line, along this line right here, that is precipitation. That could be anything. So that could be rain, hail, snow, ice pellets, okay? And earlier I was looking at this product with this same exact storm down here in Texas, and it was starting to show a little bit of a hint of some pink showed up. So where right there, where that red starts to mix in as some pink, that was showing right there, that could have been more like some hail. Now, if it was showing white and black, that'd be indicating that we more likely were dealing with debris. Same as if we were looking at a debris signature or correlation coefficient. So this is a brand new product that I'm learning to use. I hope to use it in the coming days of severe weather, okay? And so I wanted to show you this. So this is an example of what I am tracking, okay, for us, okay? As we we'll head back home, though, to our viewing area, and we'll go ahead and put this back on our radar and center it as well. There we go. As we switch it over here to the temperatures, we're back on the Wilmington radar now. As we switch over to the current temperatures this morning, they are on the chilly side, however. They're not all that bad, I'm surprised. But they are still pretty chilly. You can see 52 down. We're in the 50s down across the southern part of Miami Valley. You can see 52 in Butler County, 52 in Miamisburg. Good morning to my sister that lives in Miamisburg, Sissy Lisa. I love you. Mwah. But yeah, 52 in Miamisburg, 50 in Wilmington. 48 in southern Clark County, 45 in Darke County, 41 in Auglaize County, and these are going to continue to climb into the 70s today. As I mentioned, there is also fog that is out there. There we go. As we look, this is the fog tracker. This is one that I've been trying to incorporate into the show, really. So this is basically the surface visibility tracker. But I call it the fog tracker, okay? You can see that the visibilities are down into the dense category. As we go from light all the way down into the dense area, we are seeing that across the area. As you're driving this morning, and I'm looking out the windows right here. I have 3 windows here in the storm center, And I can see it is pretty foggy here at the Fast Track Storm Center here in New Madison. That's actually where my studio is located. And it is pretty foggy, I can see. But in some other places, we may be dealing with heavily dense fog. Sorry. Try to say that a million times. But yeah, you can see pretty much we're dealing with foggy conditions around this morning. And this fog will eventually burn off, okay? Another thing that we are going to be dealing with is the winds. In fact, Randolph County, let me check the time on this. We do have a wind advisory that has been issued for Randolph County. But let me see how long that goes until, because I haven't had a chance to look at that yet. Let me go to the National Weather Service website. Okay, so Randolph County. That goes from 11 a.m. this morning to 7 p.m. this evening, Randolph County. And it's for south winds 15 to 30 miles per hour with gusts up of anywhere between 45 to 50 miles an hour, okay? So, if you live in Randolph County, that is your expected wind gusts, okay? Actually, we'll take a look at the winds this morning, and you can see that they are on that breezy side, and they are almost into the windy part. You see, we're already seeing that windy mark going into Randolph County already, along with at the top of where we're also seeing some breezy winds across the area. I'm actually trying to switch it so we can show the wind speeds. There we go, that's why. And when I did the preset, I never did get it to show up. But anyways, yeah, but as you can tell, they are on that breezy side this morning, really. So just make sure you use caution while you drive this morning across the area and into this afternoon, okay? As we go over to graphics, however, we'll switch it over here. Yep. There we go. And then slideshow. So you can see here today and tonight's forecast. Okay, so today is going to be cloudy. We're going to have a piece of sunshine throughout the day today, but morning fog this morning, then cloudy throughout the day today, and windy today, and windy as well, with temperatures near 78 degrees. That's our target high today, is 78. And then tonight we're going to be dealing with cloudy conditions, and we're going to be seeing temperatures drop down to 64 degrees. So it's not going to be getting all that cold tonight. In fact, it's going to feel pretty good, as a matter of fact, all right? Your Fast Track 7-day forecast, it looks like this, all right? So, obviously today, morning fog followed by clouds and sunshine throughout the day today, and winds as well, with a high of 78. Tomorrow, looking at cloudy conditions with a high of 75 and low of 64. Saturday is a Fast Track weather alert day. That is the day that we are watching for storms to come through. So that line that I was just showing you guys on the radar, on the regional radar, that is what's more likely to be coming towards us. Of course, I'll keep an eye on it and let you guys know if things change. But yeah, sunshine throughout half of the day, and then thunderstorms throughout the rest of the day on Saturday with windy conditions, high 75 and low 62. And then Sunday, going to be partly cloudy, but we're going to be seeing temperatures go from 39 degrees to go from 39 degrees on a low to a high of 46. So it's not going to get all that warm on Sunday, but at least it's going to be sunny and not snowy, okay? So that's good. And then Sunday looking nice as well. Mostly sunny with a high of 53 and a low 35. Again, it's going to be on the chilly side still, but it's not going to be all that cold. It's not going to be like frigid, okay? Like what we saw this winter, okay? And then Tuesday and Wednesday, both partly cloudy days. Tuesday, we're looking at high of 46 and low 29. Now, that's going to be a little bit more colder, so you're going to want to definitely have a heavy coat that day. And then Wednesday, high of 63 and low 31. So we're going to be getting back into that warm state, all right? So, yeah. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and YouTube. The Fast Track Storm Center, they're both the same, alright? I've mentioned that almost every single video, alright, that I've done. So that is Fast Track Morning Weather for Thursday, April 2nd. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early. And if I don't talk to you guys tomorrow, have a great weekend coming up, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.